Hey YouTube, Speedplayer A again. Sorry I haven't posted a live match yet. Been having some technical difficulties with the camera I was trying to use. Well, this one works fine anyways. So this is another one of my Earth decks. I really like Earth decks, mostly because of my ground and grapple, so I like using them a lot. This deck is a Mipedian and Danian deck. It also runs Curd and Speed. Should work pretty good. So we can just see our creatures. So your entire front line is Mipedians. So on the front line, on the left we got Magicon with the drill dozer. So of 80 energy. He got 65 courage and 90 speed. And then with when I control Danian, he has Earth 5, so that's good. I have 2 Danians in the back there. Alright, and then my frontline creature. Never used him before. Mipedian. He has 55 energy, fire and earth, 80 courage and 100 speed, and then he's a Muge. He has a Muge counter, and then his ability is damage, which would be dealt to Mipedian by Mugic, is reduced to 0. That's his normal, and then his Brainwash is damage, which would be dealt to chieftains you control by Mugic, is reduced to 0. So he's protected from Mugic, and then he has the Evergreen Tunic, because he has 80 courage, so he will gain 20 energy and be at 75 energy. And then on the right side, Rasmadarini with another drill dozer. He will also be at 75 energy. He's got 55 courage and 95 speed. He has invisibility, surprise, strike 10, and earth 5, so he's epic in this deck. So yeah, whenever I use an earth deck, I try to run him as much as possible. So everybody will gain 20 energy from the battle gear on the front line. The front line is entirely Mipedians in the back, so you're my Danians. Gundak, I've never used Gundak. So for this deck, I was originally thinking about using Odu Bathax Reservoir Reclaimer, but Gundak has 90 courage and speed and MUG counter, and decent energy, so he's just better. He's a Bronze Flight, gives him 20 feet, so he can defend my 2 creatures in the back, which are one of them is Tafiel. So he's in here because he can cast 2 Mugic, and then he's a Baldur Sleuth, so he can cast 3. And he's also in here for his ability. So attacks played by creatures you control deal an additional 5 damage if there is an attack with the same name as the attack card in your discard pile. So for example, say I play an Earth Pulse and it does 15 damage, or whatever damage it will do, and then the next turn I play another Earth Pulse, and then that Earth Pulse the second one will deal 5 extra damage. So that's the way his ability works. He's unique, so he's just really good for dealing extra damage if you just have like doubles of attacks. And then my other Danian is grapple. He also has a Baldur's Flute. So he's got 35 energy, 55 courage, and 30 speed, but his and Tafiel stats don't matter since they'd probably lose in a fight. He's in here because he's a Muge, and his ability is heal 10 damage, target, engage with Mipedian, and deal 10 damage to the opposing creature. So his ability is pretty much like Song of Symmetry with Mipedians. That's why I put him in here. He was like, he was like the inspiration for this deck. Because it was just like, I like Forge Unity, I like mixing the tribes, it's just really fun. But loyal decks and mixed decks really good too. Alright, let's see our Mugic now. So, this deck runs 3 generic, 2 Mipedian, and 1 Danian Mugic. So the 1 Danian is Elemental Elegy. Choose target creature if it has an element, loses an element of your choice. Otherwise they may not move. I kind of like run the same cards in decks. I'm gonna try to like diversify what I do, because like I usually run Bronze Flights and Baldur's Flute, and I'm gonna try to change it up. Like I run Drill Dozers and Evergreen Tunics too. But anyways, Anthem of Stone. This can be cast by, I don't know. It's in generic Mugic. Let's just say Glop will cast that. Jigger Reinforcement. So the Mipedian and Danian effects will apply, so Tony, well, this one's invisibility, strike 10, so grapple can cast that as well. Cadence Clash to be cast by Tafiel. If there's improvisation, target non-Mipedian gains invisibility, strike 30. This is to be used on either Gundak if you're defending and you just need an edge, or I have a north range, 1 north range in the location deck, so if you get that and you can choose Danian, then one of your fighters can gain strike 30, since they will count as a non-Mipedian. So Tafiel will cast that, because he has extra counter for his Baldur's Flute, and I'll leave Mirage to be cast by Mipedian. But you can like change around the order of the Mugic, because you've only got the 1 Danian music, and then the rest are generic, and then Taffy will cast the Flowers of Prioritization. Anyways, locations. So I only run one of each location I have in this deck, so there's no doubles. It doesn't really matter. So Still Charles Mine, Initiative, Courage, damage. I'm not gonna. You guys kind of like get how location works, so I'm just gonna like read them and I'm not gonna read every effect. Still Charles Mine, Gloomuk Swamp, Rapsack. You put your counter on Glapple. Broken Edge, Lord's Chamber of Recall for against Composters. North Range, as I said, you choose Danian when it comes up, and then you can put the Mirage strategically. Brawler's Burrow for the extra damage and initiative speed. Bortles Arsenal, bring back a Baldur's Flute or any battle gear that gets destroyed. Mipedian Oasis, initiative, courage, and Mipedians deal additional 10 damage on the first attack. Whole front line is Mipedians. And then the Darkened Dunes, your fighters gain, creatures with Earth gain ranges with 1, so that's good for your front line. Alrighty. The attack deck, it's pretty balanced. There's a couple big attacks, and I do run a lot of zeros, but they should do some damage, because Taffy is good with if you're running a lot of zeros, because then you can make them deal damage. So 2 Sediment Storm Shields, just Earth heal, and then if you have air, gain 10 speed. 2 Spirit Gust, and I was thinking about putting in, I was debating whether Shadow Shift or Spirit Gust, but like your frontline guys' courage aren't that great, so Spirit Gust is just kind of a safer bet. But their speed is good, which is why I ran 2 Velocitrap. Earth Shape in case you need your Earth back, but you also have your Anthem of Stone, but you kind of want to save that for boosting your Earth attacks. Muge's Edge is to gain 10 dual stats, and then Epitrine and Glapple are Muges, so they can deal 10 damage with this. Mineral Mayhem can boost your Courage if needed, for Gantrak or Lord on Boots for defining and Snur's attack. Poison Sphere and Daunting Bravery, Courage and Speed. Streak Strike is Earth, Courage, and Speed. So I was thinking about this attack when I was making my deck. And then I usually, of course, Earth Pulse. Whenever I run an element deck, I'll usually run like this kind of attack, like the 1 build AU, and then 0 base damage and 15 in the element damage. So usually always expect these when I'm running elements. 2 Death Strike, Earth and Speed, and base damage. 1 Paralyze, 1 Tecto Strike, and 1 Ground and Grapple. I love Ground and Grapple. It's the only this is the only attack I have of this set. So my brother has, I traded him one of my Ground and Grapples. I got a second one. I kind of wish I held on to that one, but oh well. So my brother has Magmamite and Ground and Grapple. My friend has Ground and Grapple Before the Storm, Midwater Devastation. And then my other friend has just Magmamite. So we really like these attacks. They're really good. Alright, so this deck is not complicated at all. You just fight. Like, you just go up with your front guys, choose who to fight. It shouldn't really make that much of a difference. Like, you know, Magicon and Rasmus will have Earth 5. You can give Epitrine Earth, Epitrine Earth 5. They all have at least 75 energy from their battle gear. I don't know, just like, do what you gotta do. Defend with Gundak. His hive isn't really important, but if, like, I don't know, you could somehow activate his hive and get right to the back, you could do that, but I don't see how you could do that. Well, I guess if there was like an L Knight in the discard pile and it was your turn, and you could just like go right to the back. But anyways, yeah, so put any counters you can gain on Glapple, and then use them for his ability, and then boost your fighters, and then deal damage to the other creatures. Yeah, alright, Speak Polarier out. Thank you.